Welcome back, everyone. Terrace here. Today we're going to continue our Asterigos Curse of the Stars playthrough. Pick up where we left off last time. Last time we ran around, did look for a few more chests, and then we went to Styx. And we ended with defeating the boss in Styx, and then we just have to finish exploring Styx and stuff, but the main boss has been defeated. Or the main boss here has been defeated.
It's not Iranius or Hypatia. It's a strange outsider. This is truly an unexpected miracle.
Hey, welcome back,
Congratulations.
How are you doing today?
The power of Aphis's pioneering test subject, and finally made your way to my study.
What? You're...
I am Archon Petrius, the true leader of Aphis. Young stranger, you have surpassed all Ephesians in both bravery and wisdom. You must be blessed by...
Wait, is he literally just a little orb?
You're Petrius?
I am a copy of Petrius's will. My existence represents all of his thoughts from 500 years ago.
Okay.
I don't really understand. Is this another Starite power?
The process and theory are much more...
You're doing better, that's good.
But yes, essentially. I had to leave Aphis to pursue loftier goals. But I left part of myself here to continue to guide the people. Feel free to ask questions and I will quell your doubts.
You were here for the intro, so you were on time? Yeah? I mean, I was running a few minutes late, which probably helps too. Let's see, what on earth are you? Petrius, or a fake version of him? You don't seem to have understood. I'm Petrius's thoughts. Used to view, test the truth seekers here and give them the appropriate advice. I'm amazed that you surpassed my disciples so easily. Unwilling to risk their own safety, they refuse to fight the Black Warden. Evidently, their thinking has already become rigid, and they are beyond all hope. But in you, I see whole new possibilities. I'd like to ask, where's the real Petrius? That me left the city for the plains. I wasn't planning on returning to Aphis ever again. But after 500 years, not even I know where he is. All I can say is that he is not here. Fair enough, I guess. Ask what he means by the truth. What is this truth you keep referring to? The truth that created this world and that operates all things. I'm forever grateful to those who sacrifice themselves so that others may acquire knowledge. Found a way to remove Asterigos long before I left. At the same time, I found a path that would never again be confined by Asterigos. If you found a way, then why didn't you help your people and save your country? If you always support a baby when it walks, when it will never learn to pick itself up, or then it will never learn to pick itself up. This process is a test that Ephesians must face. Helping them to overcome their difficulties will only make them stop and cease to move forward. I showed the Ephesian people the way a long time ago. How they use these clues and resources depend on how wise they are. Hold on, who did you give it to? There are many ways and they apply to different people. I gave one to my apprentice. I also gave one to the person fit to guide Aphis's future, and I'm about to give one to you. Miss the streams? Yeah, it's good to see you back though. Let's ask about the Black Warden. Why would you do experiments like that? I find the shallowness of that question quite shocking. The idea of the Black Warden didn't start with me, but it inspired me to take this path. It allowed me to explore the limits of the body and soul, and then finally get to the truth while probing into the Titan's energy. I'm sure you've seen a so-called phylactery. Amazing, aren't they? If you mean the Black Warden, that kind of pathetic... No, not the Black Warden, that was just the first attempt. I get it now. You haven't realized that my greatest achievement was right in front of your eyes, have you? Then wait, and he will answer you himself. Oh, is it human? I'm assuming. Ask about the Archon Relic.
Since you're a copy of Petrius's will, do you know where the Archon Relic is?
Yes, and having passed the test, It is there on the desk as your reward.
I was gonna say, I can see it.
The relic! You're giving it to me just like that?
Yes. You probably are aware that a secret is hidden within it. Now you are free to use it. Make the most of my aid, and do your best to keep up my new disciple.
Hey, I don't want to be some disciple. Hang on a minute.
Alright?
That strange orb. Never mind. At least I found the relic. Huh? This painting. Petrius, Hypatia, and... Arrhenius? Sure looks a lot like someone I know. I'll have to talk to him later.
Dude, we already saw
I'll
the
just take the
Echo.
relic
You
for
know
now.
who the hell he is. God, she plays dumb a lot. Mirion's mission is complete. Tomorrow I'll bring Arrhenius.
Arrhenius. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll have to go ask Arrhenius himself.
Should have asked him yesterday, but it wouldn't let me. Not reading all that. Let's check the rest of this room before we grab the item. Alright, let's grab the Echo.
How are the experiment's subjects performing today?
2 of the cast survived, but barely. The rest died. I've recorded the results in the notebook, Master.
And the new materials?
I've prepared what we need for today.
Excellent. And the ether?
Here, Master.
Thank you, Arrhenius. It's going to be another busy day. Are you ready?
Of course, I am at your disposal, ready to deal with any problems. For the gods, for the people, and for my master.
And for your future as well. You're part of a great cause, and you will share in the glory of the gods with me.
Oh, I would be truly honored.
Alright, good for them, I guess. I don't think I've been up there. I think that's where Human is, probably.
What?
Oh, you son of a
You
bitch.
did it, child. The 3 praise you.
How did you... Wait, where's Otto?
He's fine. I have him in a safe place. But you won't be able to find him until after you've listened to my demands.
I fucking
I
knew
knew
this
you were
guy was...
dangerous.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
should
look at his
come clean
arm.
about who you really are, Arrhenius.
I see. You must have seen the painting. I hadn't expected that, but it doesn't matter. I was going to reveal my identity sooner or later. I was once Petrius's assistant, his disciple, and a fellow prisoner. But we fell out long ago.
Yeah,
Because
I
of
know.
that, the other zealots regarded me as the enemy. I was only safe when I was in my cell.
I don't care about that. What matters is that you deceived me.
I didn't mean to hide anything from you. I just don't think you need to know all of the complexities of the situation.
You've misjudged
what a
me and my
liar
understanding
says.
of the city. Now, where's Otto?
If you help me, I'll bring Otto back to you. I want to join your group. Those who ask you to find the relic. I want to work with them. I know what you want to do when you find the relic. You intend to remove Asterigos, do you not?
You...
It's an excellent idea. I, too, observe the capabilities of the relic, but I feared I wouldn't be able to do the research myself, so I've never put the experiment into practice. I'd abandoned all hope. But then, you showed up, and you also understand what the relic can do. So, I want to help you.
I can't guarantee that the others will accept you. Damn it. Did you take Otto just to threaten me?
Yes, child.
Well, at least he was
I
honest
know,
about
it's
that.
treacherous, but I thought it necessary for my negotiation. If you can guarantee my safety and will work with me, I'll gladly tell you everything about Styx, including the whereabouts of Petrius.
Even so... What's that?
My soul. You've seen the Black Wardens, so you should be able to understand why I'm doing this. Time and time again, Petrius crossed the line, and in the end, he trampled on my body and my mind. Now, I neither belong to the living nor the dead, and I'm unable to have a real existence. Take it and tell your leader everything I told you here. What I can give will be of great benefit to you. You'll come to understand that you need me. As for the boy, he still needs constant observation. I'll keep him safe for you. When you're ready, go to the Fallon Trail mission. Otto and I will be waiting.
You're not giving me much of a choice.
That's true.
I don't have much of one myself. For me, the Adherents may be the only place I can go. You have questions, child?
Seems super untrustworthy while also being trustworthy, I guess. I don't know. Everybody in this game is super off-putting. Not off-putting, but, like, very sus. Like, I can't fully tell who are bad people and who are good people in this game. They seem to blur that line quite well. You're able to separate from your soul. Does that make you the same as the Black Warden? All I can say is this is another result of the experiments. It's not a pleasant result, and I'm certainly not happy about gaining this ability. On the contrary, I'm tormented by it. I'll put a noose around my own neck before I use this twisted ability. That's the reason I've never been able to pass Petrius's test. All this, it's just beyond me. Well, you have no more understanding of magic than a newborn baby after all. But that doesn't matter. Give it to your leader, and I believe they'll understand. Okay. So you're Petrius's assistant and disciple. Anything else you're hiding from me? I haven't lied to you. There are just a few things I haven't told you. I mean, you did say you were somebody else. I mean, that's kind of a lie. Whatever. In that case, why are you lying about your name? I am both Arrhenius and Aganon. I changed my name a long time ago. I'm safer that way. It wasn't to deceive you. Again, that's what liars say. It's what you say. I understand you don't like the way I've acted, but actually I saved you. I helped you. Haven't I proved my sincerity through my actions? That's to be determined. Petrius left behind his will. It said he's no longer an Aphis. If that's what he said, then it's true. It's ironic. Petrius's will still seems to regard you as his disciple. He truly believes that immortality is the greatest gift. That's just his insane excuse. If you really want to talk about immortality, look at Asterigos. There's been no shortage of zealots who even regard that as a blessing. Now we have no way of understanding what that blessing is. Okay. Tell me clearly, when did you two part ways? After he took control of Styx and let the zealots do their research. I always assumed he was looking for a way to remove Asterigos, but in the end I found out that wasn't the case. He'd already strayed from the path of the gods, which means to say that, at least for a while, you took part in the research and experiments. You have something to do with these experiment subjects who've been locked away in cells. In the past, I assisted Petrius with some of the magical foundations of bodily enhancement and restoration. But those experimental subjects that you're up against, they're all the results of the zealots. Sure. But before that, we don't know how many people died for the sake of your experiments. That's true.
I feel ashamed, but the damage has already been done, and I will do all I can to atone for my transgressions. However, with my knowledge of magic and theology, I can help you save Aphis.
Don't lay the burden at my feet. An outsider like me shouldn't get to decide.
Don't worry. If your leader has any sense, she won't refuse.
Damn. Now I understand why you became a political prisoner. If anything happens to Otto, then by the winds, I'll make you pay.
Go ahead. My soul is in your hands. And don't forget to take the relic.
Oh. Automatically gave it to me.
Yes, you must protect the life of this boy. That way you won't go wrong.
Alright, you're creepy, dude. Okay, let's see. Should I go just talk to Minerva first, then come back? Well, there was that one... yeah. I'll go talk to Minerva first, then I'll come back. Because there's still a little bit of the sticks I need to explore. There's that one big door that was blocked by the Black Warden that I still have to go to.
Maybe I should bring this back to Minerva first.
You keep saying that every time I come back here.
Welcome back, Hilda. Any news from Styx?
Do you know Aganon, or rather Irenaeus?
By the gods, I know Irenaeus. He's one of Petrius's henchmen. You've had dealings with them?
Petrius is nowhere to be seen. I've only spoken to Irenaeus, but they seem to have had a big falling out over some disagreement. So Irenaeus wants to give his knowledge, maybe even his soul, to the adherents in exchange for shelter.
His soul? He said that?
Yes. Take a look at this phylactite.
It sounds utterly absurd. I can't believe that he and Petrius would have had a falling out. He's very loyal to Petrius. If this isn't a trick, then what could have happened? But he is really the only person that can give me the details I need on Styx.
He says he'll wait for your answer at the Fallon Trail mission.
I need to analyze this phylactite first. Before I do, could you get me some more information?
Sure. More information.
Petrius's crazy disciples occupy most of the prison, and they're conducting experiments on prisoners.
Really? It looks like Marble and Petrius made some kind of pact to maintain the balance through terror.
Right. With no warden and no Petrius and Styx right now, all the prisoners and fanatics are free to do their own thing. The whole situation there is perfect for the Physicoid's crazy experiments. If it's not madmen and monsters roaming around, it's innocent people just waiting to be captured and experimented on.
I
Are they
haven't seen
also
many of
using
those.
Stardust?
Not everyone needs it. Just like the Ethers cultists, those Physicoid can transform people into monsters.
I see. It would appear we have no way of getting in there for now. We should be thankful that they have no plans to come out and attack the city.
Or maybe the city's too small a target for them. I found the Archon
this
relic.
as well.
Great. I was worried we'd have to negotiate with Petrius.
I kind of did. I talked with some part of him in the deepest part of the prison.
A part of him?
It was like a weird ball of light. It spoke to me and claimed to be the will of Petrius from 500 years ago. It said lots of strange things, and seemed to know what I wanted. It just gave me the Archon relic without me even asking.
Interesting.
Honestly, it gave me the creeps.
Me too. But I'm also curious to know just how far his magic has come.
And Irenaeus' phylactite? What did the analysis show?
I can't explain it very well. There are still a few things I need to verify. I'll go to the mission with Bion. If Irenaeus accepts my conditions, then I'll allow him to come. Right now we lack manpower. The more intelligence, the better. At the very least, I should negotiate with him in person to determine the truth.
Understood. Let me come with you.
All right. Let's meet at the mission.
All right.
Ask about Arrhenius. Go to the Fallon Trail mission when you're ready. Bye, Hilda.
Nothing new. Nothing new. Alright. She's got
Time is of
nothing
the
new.
essence.
What can I do for you?
Whoops.
Mind your
Son of a
manners. What can
bitch.
I do for you?
Oh, okay, there was nothing there
Mind your
anyways.
manners.
God, I don't like Roxanne.
I'm more and more impressed with you, Hilda.
Yeah, thanks,
For a
AI.
1,000 years, I followed orders and accompanied Tandrius and his wife into the deeps several times. But in the end, we were driven out by the monsters there. Your combat skills are good, but not good enough to clear out the deeps. How on earth did you do it?
What the hell are you talking about? I
was
did.
my father.
He was
He
also in the
barely did
deeps.
anything except for the final boss.
That means that Eumenides must be planning something. I had no idea the Northwind Legion's commander was such a remarkable man. I hope I can meet him someday.
If you want to meet my father when everything's over, I'll arrange it.
Ooh, now that I'm looking forward to. I serve Lady Minerva.
Hey, I got more dog tags.
Bion, I found this in the warden's cage at Styx.
Even Agidios. I should have known.
He was working with Petrius?
People always said his face would scare a prisoner to death. He was actually a devoted believer who went to the temple every week. He had no wife, no children, not even close family. He was always serious and would never crack a joke. But his zealous faith was widely known.
If that's the case, it's only natural that he'd go with Petrius.
Eumenides suspected the same, but we couldn't remove Agidios from his position because of Petrius alone. In the beginning, he didn't show any obvious preference, so we felt relieved. It must have been after Asterigos. Petrius probably persuaded Agidios to follow him in the name of the gods. It's easy to imagine Petrius playing on his fears and weaknesses.
What a shame.
I've only now just realized how many dog tags I've collected.
I mean, I've
I've
collected
always
them, but
thought I'd
alright.
end up one of them. Hilda, I must thank you.
What are you going to do with the tags?
I don't know.
What did you do in the past?
Soldiers who died in battle but had no home were buried in the public cemetery.
And now?
There are no bodies, only names. The most we can do is to put their names on a monument. Because of that, these tags are more meaningful. They're all that's left.
Let's bury the tags in the cemetery then.
Going to Fallon Academy won't be that easy.
I've already been there, dude.
If I don't go, I'm sure you'll just go by yourself.
No. That's enough, child. Stop worrying about this. You should continue with the mistress's mission.
Why is Bion trying so hard to send me away? Weird. If I have time, I ought to check out the cemetery at Fallon Academy.
Will do. And nothing.
The glory of the three.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, dude. Okay. Did we pick anything up for you while we were in there?
What do you think?
Nope. 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 Okay.
Come to chat when you have time.
We did not.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Just a
Hey,
new
look!
blueprint.
I found a new blueprint.
Awesome, cutie! It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you.
Oh boy. Okay, Got those capped. Let's see, can I upgrade any of my enhancements? Cannot. What mods? I mean, I could make this one. Let's see. I can do that right now. Could just go through and craft all the trinkets that we got. Not enough material. Oh. I'll have those ones. Don't have enough materials for those. Okay. Alright, we made everything that we have materials for. So let's just upgrade some more weapons. Let's upgrade the daggers. Don't have enough. Alright.
Thank you.
Hey, you.
How can this humble servant be of service,
There's the
friend?
Styx map.
Is this what you want? Can you understand it?
It's an Ephesian code. I can decipher it. In return, apart from trading more of my valuables, I'll tell you something. You know the warehouse underneath the dungeon? Inside, there are lots of goodies.
I know the place. There's only one way in, and your information won't help.
You know? And if I said that Irenaeus has a way to get in?
How
That
do
I
you
did
know?
not know.
Because I'm a little more professional than you.
You're a nut job, dude. Hey. Okay, what do you have that I can buy? It's all nothing. Let's see, I got 30k. I want to buy. Oh, what do I should have looked to see what I
look forward to your
needed
next
to
visit,
upgrade my
friend.
enhancements. I can just buy that stuff.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Let's see, I use ice the most. Need ice concentrate and crystallized black
Thank you.
ice. Don't think he sells the crystallized black ice.
How can this humble
Oops.
servant be of service, friend?
Yeah, he doesn't. Guess let's just buy this. Let's buy 6. Just
I look
upgrade some
forward
weapons,
to
I
your
guess.
next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Wait, I should just make a mod. Oh, I don't have enough of anything. Alright. So should have brought, or should have bought starlight ore slivers. Oh well. just upgrade more weapons. Starlight ore slivers. Pretty sure he sells those. We'll just buy as much as we have money for and then not worry about it.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
Oh, I have enough for 2. Yeah, we'll buy one of these as well.
I
There we
look
go.
forward to your next visit, friend.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Teleport. Let's go back to... Oh, wait. The hell is the graveyard? Wait, did he say Fallon Academy was the graveyard? God damn it. I hate my memory. I can't remember if that's what he said or not. Would it fall under here? Minerva also knows Starlight. The siblings must be close. Is it just me, or does it seem like Minerva is more gentle when speaking about this? Alright, so we have to go back to do that. I don't know what that is, though. Bion may say, but he's going to the cemetery at Phelan Academy. He's not the kind of man who can easily leave. Okay. Cemetery at Phelan Academy. I don't remember ever seeing a cemetery. I guess we just start at the beginning of it. Because I wanted to assume it would be... I really don't remember ever seeing a cemetery. Phelan Academy is this way, I believe. Hey, that dude's up there. This is a political campus. This isn't a cemetery. Quick look. Oh. Get out of here. Yeah, that's not a cemetery. Ow, you jerk. Just for that, I'm killing your friend, too. Well, let's just go over here and talk to this guy first.
There they are. Otto! How is he?
Don't worry, he's fine. Just sleeping.
He looks much better.
He's through the worst of it. He'll wake up soon.
It's been a while, Priest Arrhenius.
Oh, I didn't expect that the mistress would be the mastermind behind all this. It's an honor to meet you again. You appear as alluring as a rose blooming in the sun. Asterigos has obviously not diminished your beauty one bit.
No need for niceties. Let's get straight to the point. You've always been loyal to him. What made you want to defect to the adherents?
He forced me to disobey the creed of the gods, so I can no longer serve him.
That's a departure from what I know of the Archon. I thought he was someone who would place more importance on power and reputation. Did he reveal his true self while he was imprisoned?
Allow me to be frank. Before he left, Petrius said he was going to pay Eumenides a visit. Eumenides merging with the Nexus aroused his interest. It it also inspired him. So,
I understand. You're not telling me anything I couldn't have easily guessed myself.
but do you know how Eumenides regained his consciousness? And why he can move freely around Aphis? You don't understand the theory behind it, but I do. I believe that this will help you in your quest against Eumenides.
You know much, it seems. Bion, are you ready?
Any time.
Are you using orichalcum shackles? I can sense what this man is holding in his hands.
They will temporarily seal your magical powers. I hope you understand.
I'm not afraid of being restrained, but I have to remind you that orichalcum shackles won't be effective against me in my current state.
What of your oath to the One? Do you still uphold it? If you want us to work with you, I have some conditions. You cannot betray the adherents.
I mean, that's a pretty good condition.
You must keep yourself to yourself. Furthermore, you must disclose to the adherents everything you know, and your movements will be monitored closely by Bion while you are in the shelter. Are you willing to swear on the honor of the One to accept these conditions in exchange for the aid of the adherents?
I, Irenaeus, swear on the honor of the One to accept the conditions laid out by Mistress Minerva of House Laurel. I do hope the journey isn't too long. Lead the way, Mistress.
Hilda, we'll return soon. Could you please return to the shelter ahead of us?
But Otto...
Don't worry. Bion will be in charge of bringing him back as well.
All right then.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have went there first.
The revered High Priest, the Archon's successor, of whom the Archon has high expectations, is also a hypocritical politician and a murderer. Fanaticism and ignorance have caused Irenaeus to fall from his height of power into an abyss of despair. Only by recognizing one's sins can one see the light in the dark. It's said that at the stakes, people can give up everything in the pursuit of self-actualization. Is it magic that has twisted our nature? Or is this what we truly are?
Yes, this is what I should do, and also what I deserve.
I will take care of the situation here.
Okay, can't actually talk to him.
Why did he suddenly start talking to himself?
No clue. But don't know if we can do the cemetery thing if Bion's here, so let's just teleport back to the shelter. Move this to the point that maybe I can go to try to find the cemetery. And Starlight? I don't know who the hell Starlight is. I don't remember that in the slightest.
Maybe I should check in with Minerva first.
I know.
Can I bother you for a moment?
Nope.
Sure, go ahead.
You don't seem too concerned about Irenaeus handing over his soul.
That's because it's not just his soul. In fact, it's an aggregation of numerous souls. I've never seen a phylactite that can contain so many.
What?
I didn't believe it at first. It was only when I analyzed the magic energy inside him that I was convinced he was the source of the phylactite. He doesn't only have his soul inside him, but the aggregated energy of numerous souls.
So is he even still Irenaeus?
That's a good question. I was thinking the same thing.
That's interesting.
In his words and actions, at least, he's the person I knew. I
That's
need
why he
some
keeps
time to
using
observe him
the term
and to talk with
we
him some more before I can understand
instead of me
everything
and
that's
I.
happened. Looks like the people in Styx have gone through something unimaginable.
Out of everything you've told me, that's the one thing I can fully understand.
Everything's ready, Hilda. Tell me when you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm not good to go. Thought I saw you over here.
A sense of stability. You finally have what you wanted. Is this the inn for him? Is this really the case? Whatever this place is, I just hope everything here can help free me from this pain. You should have faith in the gods, otherwise... Oh, is that Hilda? Thank you for helping me get here.
Okay,
I'm
he's
in your
definitely
debt.
talking to himself.
Finally notice me?
I hope this troubling illness didn't scare you. But I will admit, it helped comfort me during the countless nights locked in the prison as I wandered on the edge of madness. Anyway, I'm deeply grateful to you. My knowledge in magic can be of great help to you. If there's anything you need, child, come and see me.
Rainius the Priest is a priest that serves the three. By spending some stardust, you can use magic to help Hilda adjust her physical capabilities via the power of the three. This will reset all talent points or attribute points that were previously spent.
I'm listening.
Okay, interesting. Okay, are you still concerned about my identity? How do you know? You probably think I lied to you in Styx. Given the situation, I wasn't completely honest. Back then, we didn't trust each other enough. Do you agree? It's true. Now that we're on the same boat, I'm happy to let down my guard and share my past. Before the outbreak of Asterigos, I was the temple's high priest. Later on, I worked as Petrius's deputy. This history is recorded in many books. I was born in House Snowflake. Alright. Rumor has it that my ancestors traveled all the way from the land of snowy mountains. We were one of the oldest Aristoi families in Aphis, but never had much fame. We were just devoted to our faith. And you must have been honored to become Petrius's deputy. Exactly. I wholeheartedly admit that it was my only dream back then. I was willing to give up my parents, siblings, all my wealth for the privilege. Never questioned any of his orders. I truly believed that he made every decision for a good reason. You could say that it wasn't the gods I believed in, but Petrius, and the resources his family could provide. How many people did you hurt? Hurt would be too kind a word. I've lost count of people we had to eliminate for political purposes. Finally, you've confessed. Is it because you know laws can't punish you anymore? Can't forget what I did. Just look at all these souls in me. Alright. Can you recognize every single soul inside you? Some of them talk a lot, some are very quiet, some only have traces of emotion. There are hundreds of souls inside me. I could probably identify just over 100. The pain was unbearable in the beginning. It almost drove me insane. Petrius stabilized my soul to barely keep me from losing my sanity. Wouldn't that make the pain even worse? The agony remained either way. We suffered. Perhaps I would have been better off going insane, but Petrius wouldn't allow that to happen. Petrius is the one that went insane. Sometimes there's only a fine line between madness and magic. You must go beyond the boundaries of humanity to see more. But once you reach that place, how things end up is... blah blah blah. Okay, why'd you try so hard? The adherents aren't the best option, but definitely not a bad one. If I have to give a reason, it's probably the destiny between us that led me there. What does it have to do with me? I was devoted to the theory of magic. I would have given up everything for the pursuit of knowledge and power. But I've barely used my magical abilities ever since I became like this. I no longer move around freely, nor do I use magic to protect myself, because I'd like to atone for my sins. Could have left Styx easily. Not just Styx, I didn't even need to stay in Aphis. But I stayed. Somehow I just felt I shouldn't leave. That thought disappeared after I met you. I believe that was a message to me from the gods. They wanted me to approach you so I could be one step closer to atonement. Alright.
I found a memo on Petrius's desk in his secret chamber. It mentioned both you and Myron. You know what happened to him, don't you?
You care a lot about him, don't you?
It's not me. It's his wife. She happens to be here in the shelter too. Even if you don't tell me, you'll have to face her one day. Are you going to pretend like you don't know anything?
I said it would be best for her to not know.
That's not for you to decide.
All right, child. What if I tell you that Myron is right here with me?
What do you mean?
He's one of the
When many
souls.
souls are compressed and fused together, a phylactery is created. If done correctly, the souls can be converted into powerful magical energy. In other words, a phylactery is a high-purity starite, like the Nexus. It's what Petrius did to me.
Did Petrius perform his experiment on you and Myron?
You could say that. I always liked Myron. Even though he was a commoner, he demonstrated extraordinary cognitive abilities, which shocked me. He was going to be my assistant, a friend even. The gods sent him to remind me what I needed to do. His sacrifice was unexpected. I couldn't prevent it either. Do you think I can just simply tell his wife what happened? I doubt she'd be able to handle it.
Sounds to me like you're the one who can't handle it. You could have told me everything, but you keep running away from it. To me, you're just a liar.
Oh, I thought you'd be able to understand my predicament. You're the first to learn the truth. Could you at least try to understand how I felt at the time? Oh, maybe one day I'll talk to her, but not now.
I can't force you to tell her, but I do hope you'll be more considerate.
Here, listen to this echo, child. Oh, then come see me again.
You...
It's about time. Now, let's start.
Wait, Master. What did you do to Myron?
Don't worry. He'll become a part of you. Soon you will understand that joy. You deserve it.
But I'm not ready.
Not ready? That is a poor reason. I believe you're just too afraid to remain rational. Come, the stairway to the gods has appeared before you. Why hesitate?
But this? Oh, this is too much. Please allow me to refuse. I'll do anything you want, but I don't want this.
That is not something I can tolerate hearing from your mouth.
Master, no! No!
Wow, Petrius is a douche.
Oh, wow, I can't. That's infuriating. What should I do? I'm starting to worry about whether Volcane really should know this.
You saw it.
I don't know what to say, but she'd never want to know this.
In this instance, the truth, it wouldn't help anyone. It is all so crazy. Sometimes, though, a lie of omission is necessary.
I mean, I
Humans can be very
guess.
fragile. Sometimes all it takes is one push to destroy the balance. You don't want to see that lady consumed by agony and madness, do you?
You're threatening me again.
Am
Right?
I?
Damn you. Whatever. This time we'll do it your way. But you need to repay Volcane for what you've done. If you ever bring more pain into her life, I'll never forgive you.
I will. Thank you.
Good things never happen when you thank me.
Alright.
I'm listening.
Still have more stuff. Okay. Did all that. Oh, Jesus, there's so many. Rainius, what do you think of the curse that fell upon Aphis? Asterigos was the god's punishment to us humans for our arrogance. I didn't expect to hear that from you. Well, I studied theology and used to serve as a high priest. I still have a strong faith in the gods. After I turned into this, I believed in gods even more. They've always been watching this world and accepting everything with incredible love and kindness. Mere hundreds of souls drove me to the brink of insanity. Imagine how much mental strength the gods must have to love the whole of humanity. Say the gods are loving and kind, then why the curse? To me, the outbreak of curse was a result of human activities and political conflicts. Saying the curse was man-made, do you mean human? He was just the beginning of the curse, or should I say the turning point of our history. Perhaps Petrius was the true culprit behind this. While in Styx, he contacted many different Aristoi to help him with the Resonator Act. Fortunately, I have no evidence to prove it. I was, but I couldn't possibly be involved in everything. Alright. Okay, there's just too much. Let's ask about
Arrhenius,
this.
I have a question about the voice in the mine.
What do you want to know?
When the Titan awakes, it'll try to control every living thing within the magic barrier. What I want to know is, now that the Titan's been sealed in, why can't its control be removed?
An astute question, child. I would argue that it isn't control, but rather a channel that's been opened. It's complicated. Think of it this way. The Titan has opened up a channel to the wills of living things, like carving out a doorway in a wall. Even though you seal the Titan in, its consciousness is not diminished. Sealing the channel is the only way to completely close the door to the Titan's influence.
Channel. That scholar mentioned that too. So do you know how to seal this channel?
Yes, but I have to cast the magic personally. Why? Do you know someone under its control?
Yes. Right now he's in the Physicoids camp in Glittering Deeps. Can you go there?
Perhaps this is the will of the gods. My chance at atonement. I'll discuss it with the mistress. If she permits me, then I'll leave at once.
Great. I'll wait for your news at the camp.
Okay. About this one. Arrhenius, how much do you know about the Colossus power ritual? I know a little from the documents I've studied. It was mainly performed by Styx personnel, so I never had much chance to see the ritual up close. Are you interested in the ritual? Just want to understand it? Dispassionate curiosity can sometimes be the most dangerous thing of all. Hope at the very least you should understand what fear really is. Are you sure you want to know? What's that? The way into the warehouse. It can help you find out the truth. Why do you have that? Not just me, several Physicoi have backups. Some Physicoi go to find information or inspiration for their experiments. Know that there are people who are trying to recreate the Colossus power ritual. If you're interested, then this is yours. You'd give it to me just like that. I don't have any use for it anymore, but at least you'll get something you need. Perhaps you'll see a few interesting things, like a statue that's activated without undergoing a blessing, for instance. It might disintegrate or mutate. If you care so much about everything, then why not go and witness it? Fair point. Starlight warehouse key. Well, that's a triangle. I wonder if that goes to the, that statue I was trying to find yesterday and couldn't find. Okay, Jesus, there's a lot. Okay, I'm skipping any of the non-gold ones. Okay, after arriving in Aphis, I realized that your society and religion seem to be closely interrelated. While you're really observant, yes, they indeed are. In Aphis, you'll often hear people discussing about the three, magic and starlight, are also blessings from the gods that we use in our lives. In order to spread the wisdom and grace of the gods of stars, shrines have been built all around Aphis, and hence, religious faith is deeply rooted in the lives of many Ephesians. Although we have different faiths, but I would still like to suggest that you visit our shrine sometime. After all, it's a rare chance to be able to experience the culture of another religion. You're right, I'll drop by when I have time. Sure. Let's see, Blessed Gods and Stars. I've served the three for so many years, but I've never heard of something like this. This might be a huge discovery. Even you're saying this has never happened before? This is baffling. It is exactly a sense of mystery that draws people into magic and theology. I suggest that you continue to observe this anomaly. Might be possible that the same thing is happening in shrines and other locations. Yes, they are, because I found like 4 or 5 of them now. Check it out when I have time. Only been able to beat the one, though. Okay, talks about Minerva, talks about Roxanne, about Bion. Oh wait, I forgot, I can just hit O or just skip it. Reset talents, reset. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Alright, so we have a bunch of places we need to go now. Let's see. Do you have anything new?
A priest is coming? A priest who is locked up in sticks? I
Yep.
sometimes wish the shelter had a priest to give me guidance, or listen to my prayers. But he may not be the best choice. The mistress and the others seem wary of him.
I think you need to be careful what you say around him.
He always smiles at me, and doesn't seem like a bad person. But now that you've said that, I'll make sure I'm careful. Sweetie, you're bringing more and more people to the shelter. I hope your friend won't be scared by the way I look.
Trust me, he won't.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Okay, nothing new.
Thank you.
Okay, she had nothing new. Where is Otto? Now that I think about it. Let's try to find Otto. Because the way she just talked is he's here somewheres.
I hear you returned from Styx safe and sound. You're quite something, friend. I've always wanted to enter Styx, and it should be a lot safer now that you've cleared the place.
Yeah, sure.
For that, I am very grateful, kind friend. How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
Oh, he talks about him. Priest, I like priests. Why? They don't do business with me, but they're willing to hear my confession. As long as I confess. Okay. Yep.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Okay. Hey, can I pray at this one? I cannot. I'm assuming I can pray at this one last, maybe? Whoa, the lion's here. That's cool. I don't have a sculptor here yet, though. I didn't think it would show up here.
The winds! Starlight!
Oh, this is Starlight. Thought it was a kid.
What are you doing here? Did you follow my scent? That's amazing. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Eat him Stardust? Sure. Do I have 1,000?
You came all the way to the shelter?
Okay, I do.
You must be hungry.
Starlight gobbles down the Stardust.
I knew you were hungry. All right. I still have a mission to do, but I'll come back to see you often.
Big friendly cat. Okay, cool. I never came over on the side again after that whole situation. There's Bion. Where the hell is Otto? Maybe I have to talk to Bion? Oh, there he is.
Hey, you're finally awake. You've been asleep for a long time.
Oh, my whole body's aching. What happened? What am I doing in this strange place?
I brought you here to the shelter. Minerva agreed to let you stay and receive care. Well, how do you feel?
My injuries are healed. I just feel tired. My body aches all over.
Want to rest for a while?
No. I hate feeling drowsy like this. Stay and chat with me. Talk about anything.
Chat about the shelter first. Yeah. Sticks, and then
When you're a
this.
little better, we'll go and see the commander.
Hilda, before I forget, the pendant that lets me teleport, it's broken. I can't leave here.
I see. Well, you don't need to worry about that right now. You'll be safe here until you're all healed up. I'll ask them to take special care of you.
But my orders... Never mind. With me going off and acting on my own, I'm in no position to be talking about orders. Maybe it's a good thing the pendant's broken. Ugh, I can't believe I just said that.
You'll get no argument from me. It wasn't your fault.
What do you want to know?
Oh Jesus, there's a bunch here. Okay, talk about missing
I'm concerned
brothers.
about our missing brothers.
Don't worry. I'll let you know as soon as I find any clues.
Okay.
I saw some Legion markings. Looks like Organ is back with Eumenides now.
He's with the commander? Well, that's a relief.
He should be safe now.
The big guy had a bad feeling about that Styx mission. But I didn't listen.
He's got good instincts. On a mission last year, he helped identify the enemy's illusion traps. All he did was say, "This place feels weird." And I always lose to him at rock, paper, scissors.
Easy to see why the commander always trusts his instincts.
Barrick should still be alive. I found his trail at the highest part of Styx.
All the way up there? Where could he have gone?
I don't know. Maybe he escaped using the rocks. Or I just hope the monsters from Styx can't get up there.
He's more agile than any of us. We always say he has 4 arms. Every time he's on watch, he climbs up somewhere none of us can reach, then just looks down and grins at us. I'm sure he's fine.
You're right. It was his
there
best
was a
chance
bunch
for
of blood,
survival.
but he's probably good.
I came across a place of horrific torture. There was blood and Northwind Legion stuff everywhere. Lalonde's the only one we still haven't found. May the wind take his soul.
May the wind take his soul. Can't thank you enough. I can finally have peace of mind now.
No need to thank me. I needed it too.
Hey, while you were away, I talked to the people here and got to understand Lady Minerva a bit better. With that necklace broken, I can't go back just yet, so I want to stay here to help you. It's good for all of us, don't you think?
I suppose it is. I look forward to working with you then.
At least I finally know what happened to them. Hilda, I want to mourn our fallen brothers.
Me too. Do you remember the location of Halfthor and Gunnarson's grave?
How could I forget? I really want to visit them again, but I promised Mistress Minerva I wouldn't leave the shelter.
I'll ask Bion. If he is willing to come with us, maybe Minerva will agree.
Good idea. Thank you, Hilda. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Jesus, he's got a
Otto,
lot of gold
did you
stuff.
discover anything else in Styx?
Yes. In fact, I was hoping I could ask you for help.
Why so polite? Just spit it out.
Well, when I first entered, there was a lab running this horrible experiment. Those zealots. They were experimenting on a child. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but I hope you can check it out for me.
A child? But I didn't see any labs with children inside.
It was on the 2nd floor. I noticed a magical barrier outside that lab when I went back. Luckily, Eumenides gave us some tools to break through some weaker barriers. I wanted to rescue him once I'd found our fellow soldiers, but I got injured.
Leave it to me. I'll go check it out.
Okay. Good thing I know the Northwind Legion's best warrior.
Ha ha.
Okay.
Stop trying
Glad
to
I did this
embarrass me.
first, because now there's clearly other reasons for me to go back into Styx.
Thank you, Hilda. I feel a lot better. If there's anything you want to ask, don't hesitate to come see me.
Okay, so we
Don't
gotta...
worry. I'll come and see you, even if I don't have questions.
got lots of...
Oh, that's great.
We gotta go to the cemetery first for Bion's thing, so I don't forget. And then I gotta talk to Bion about going to this grave with him. And we got all the stick stuff. So let's go up and try to find that cemetery at the academy. Try to find this first. Okay, so it's dead end up there. It's dead end over there. I should have looked to see if I still needed chests and stuff here as well. I forgot to do that. Talk to you? Nope. Oh, item here. Oh, that's all that's on this side? Yeah, right. I think I saw an item up there just now, too. Oh wait, that wasn't an item, that was just... I think it was just the white peeking through the bush. Yep, it was. Oh, bow and arrow. Ow. Jerk. Oh. Where the hell did all these people come from? I don't know why I bothered doing that, but it is what it is. Let's look for this graveyard. Okay, went up a level, which is always good. Just want to make sure I had no items that gave me stuff. Let's hit 70 with that. Got talent points. Let's see. Let's click that. And that. Okay, we want to turn that one off though. Or was it? We don't want that one. It's too different than the way I've been fighting. It'll just throw me off. Cake. Doesn't look like there's a graveyard on this side. Alright. Um,
Bion?
nope.
I knew he'd sneak off to come here.
Is this the graveyard?
Who's that with him?
I would have never guessed this was the graveyard.
I thought you hated people like Andreas.
What do you mean?
He used to act separate from the team and make his own decisions, completely ignoring the system. More of a mercenary than a soldier. Remember how we always argued with him about it? To try to teach him the correct way? But to me, you've also become the same type of person we used to hate.
Thank you for just giving me a punch. You have the dog tags. I'll be leaving now.
Running away again? Wait, is that the outsider? What's going on?
By the gods. Hilda, didn't I tell you not to follow?
To think that you would let an outsider into this place! Bion, you better have a very good explanation.
Yeah?
She's from the shelter. Calm yourself, Philip.
I just showed up. What do you want?
I overheard you arguing. I was worried.
I'm fine. You should go back. Pretend you didn't see anything here, all right?
Yes.
Stop! Don't move! Some outsider killed Aeson at Fallon Academy not too long ago. Was that your doing?
We don't need to answer this, Philip.
Damn it! Damn everything! I was planning to let you off, but I've changed my mind.
I will kick your ass, dude.
You will atone for your sins with the stars as your witness.
Wait! I should be the one to bear responsibility. I'm willing to do anything as compensation to the Academy. Just leave Bion alone.
So, you admit it.
I'm sorry that you've been implicated.
Don't say that, Bion. This is my mess.
Let's see, why'd you meet with him in secret? Did you arrange this meeting with him beforehand? I was planning to leave these dog tags here for him to find when he patrolled the area. Didn't expect him to catch me. I was too impulsive. It's difficult not to be impulsive when it involves friends. That's not true. I'm not normally like that, but this time I don't even know why I acted so rashly. Maybe the gods planned this meeting between Philip and I. Okay. Were the two of you close? Yes, used to be. Yes, we used to be. We had common beliefs, we get along well, and we both couldn't accept mercenaries joining the military. That's all in the past. Ever since you decided to join the adherents, you were no longer a soldier of Aphis. I'm well aware of that. We're enemies, aren't we? Damn it. Okay.
Who the hell are you?
I'm a warrior of Anbari's Northwind Legion. I'm working together with the adherents.
So what the Aristoy have been saying is true, and you're the one who killed Eulalia.
Yep.
Do you know what happened in Styx?
I only know that it was Petrius's lab and...
Alright, that's enough. Experimental subjects have escaped from the prison and are wandering near the pass of Styx. It's too near Fallon Academy. Go and take care of it yourself. If you manage to do it, I'll let both you and Bion go.
Oh, that's easy enough.
That's all?
That's all? Damn it! Just go, outsider. I won't repeat myself.
Let's see how true to that he is.
Your targets are at the pass of Styx,
I knew he
just
was a
outside
liar.
the prison. Now go.
I won't repeat myself, but let me repeat myself. Alright. But let's go in here first, because there's probably a shrine. Yep. Wait, did I already do that? Oh wait, no, it's not pouring. Okay, let's see what this one is. Let's see if I'm good enough to do this one. Then the other ones, they were quite a few levels ago. Sieged Fortress? Is that owl looking at me again? Sure. Jump down here. Oh, the owl's gone. The hell was that? Well, looks like this is the only way I can go. That don't sound good. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. Holy hell, I almost ran off the edge.
That dog's a Martin. How dare you invade Naples? Time to let you taste the wrath of the Paladin!
Okay.
How about this?
Take down the Martin scum!
Take this!
Take down the Martin scum!
Shit. Ow. Let's just pop another one of these. Just be careful.
You can't overwhelm my defenses, outsider!
Okay. I'm pretty sure I can take this one. Wait, they just teleported me back here? Didn't get to read the things that were up there, though. I mean, I don't know if there was things up there, actually. Because now that I see it, technically, I think it just went here. Okay, whatever. We got this time.
That dog's a Martin. How dare you invade Naples? Time to let you taste the wrath of the Paladin!
For the king!
Take down the Martin scum!
Inside me!
You can't overwhelm my defenses, outsider!
Piece of cake.
Your combat skill
of a Martin soldier. Pity. Should you have been in our ranks, we could have saved more lives during the war.
There we go. That's another one down. Cool, cool. Alright, they want me to go... So let's find a conduit. There's one. Let's rest first, get all my stuff back. Alright. They want me to go... Should I just go here? Or should I go... Where is it? Let's actually go here. So I don't know if teleporting down to the front of Styx, if it'll be the same as running over to... I don't know. I think I'm just getting in my own head, but I already teleported here. I forgot to look to see if I still need more chests and stuff yet. I mean, it's right here, so it's not that big of a deal. Have anything to say? Nope, just a humph. I still hear the little guy, and I don't know where he is.
These experimental subjects, what the hell? There are more?
Of course there are. Yeah, sorry. Oh, that's where I'm hearing him. There's a little cave. How do I get to that? I think I can drop down. Yeah, I can't drop down there. Can't go up. That is definitely not a jump I can make, but that's where I'm hearing the thing. Okay. Gotta figure out how to get in there at some point. Because, yeah, that is definitely why I keep hearing that sound of the little weird animals that give me my attribute points. Let's get away from that.
If I were an Ephesian soldier, I'd go crazy too fighting these things every day. Will Philip and Bion still be at the cemetery? I need to hurry back.
Alright. Head back. Oh, of course.
I don't want to hear anymore. Ugh.
Oh no! They're fighting! Stop! What are you doing? Let go of Bion! I've held up my end of the agreement. I took care of those things.
There was no damn agreement. Get out of here, outsider. This is none of your business.
I said, let him go!
You've ruined everything.
You don't want any of this. Telling you. Ow, you actually got me, jerk. Ow, it got me again. Look, you're real low. I'm gonna have to kill you. Thought maybe I could break him out. Whatever, here you go. You can just die.
Thank you for coming back in time, Hilda.
But he...
Leave it. We don't need to spill blood here.
Yeah, exactly.
I was careless. I gave him a chance to restrain me with Starite, but it won't happen again.
Bion, answer me. The owners of these dog tags, how many were killed by your hand?
I don't remember.
You're lying. You must remember. But to you, House Laurel's ambitions are more important than justice in Aethys. Are they not? If you really cared about the Academy and the military, you would have stayed to work together, not run off to Minerva.
I'm sorry, Philip. My loyalties lie with Aethys, not with Marble.
Yep.
I'll help whomever can save this city.
Don't you dare say it as if you're so honorable. You're nothing more than a deserter.
Well, I
Anyone
killed
can hide
Marble,
behind
so...
their ideals, but those who can't stick to them are in no position to talk. Someone like you, looking in from the outside, has no right to judge Marble's competence.
Maybe.
I killed him because he was incompetent.
Should we leave now?
I'll fill you in when we get back. Let's go.
Should we...
Alright. Well, let's just use one of these and go back to the shelter. man.
I've never missed this gloomy sewer so much.
I don't understand. Why did Philip...
It's not that complicated. He hates me. He just found an excuse to get you out of the picture. His real target was always me. He was right, though. I am a deserter. I shouldn't still think of myself as a soldier. I
Fair enough, I
must have
guess.
let my emotions get the better of me. Otherwise, I would have realized when I was killing my former comrade with my own hands.
I don't quite understand, but it sounds like you both made the right choice.
You're right. I don't regret it. To me, he wanted to leave the army, but lacked the courage. But the truth is, we both chose a difficult road.
Maybe. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think he hates you. He may have even wanted you to go back and fight alongside him.
Really?
He said you ran away, but he didn't say you couldn't go back.
I'll revisit this once everything is over.
Fair
I will
enough.
say, when Philip showed up, I did have thoughts.
Okay.
Since you're hanging around here with nothing to do, feel like sparring?
I've already beat your ass.
I had something else in mind. Could you take Otto and me out of the shelter?
Otto? Why does he want to leave? I thought he and the mistress had a deal.
I know, but we want to mourn our fallen brothers. In theory, it's the job of the deputy commander, but I doubt the Northwind Legion has that luxury right now. We'll only be going to Horned Owl Overlook. We plan to clean the temporary Legion grave and pay tribute to those who died in Fallon Academy and Styx. Bion, please.
Horned Owl Overlook.
Oh, at least they told
I
me
can
where
only
I'm
give
going.
you a few hours. It should be enough if we use the conduits.
Thank you. Let me just collect some supplies.
What do you need to get ready?
Incense. The materials are easy enough to get. Just 3 Mirren herbs.
Oh? We used to do that too. Interesting. I know some cultists still carry those herbs, but they won't just hand them over if you catch my meaning.
Yep.
I can be persuasive. I think 3 should be enough.
I'll take Otto to Horned Owl Overlook. Meet us there once you've got the herbs.
No problem.
Sure.
Very few people...
I'd never been to a more vile and nauseating place, but Styx has made me reevaluate what I think.
It's impossible to deny that there's a darkness in Aphis.
Have you known that all
Do I
along?
have those herbs already?
Yes.
I'm starting to think
But
I may.
wherever there is light, there is also darkness. With the right
'Cause I think
mindset,
I also need them for
you'll be able to keep fighting
my
for your
mods on
goal.
my weapons.
Yes?
Oops. Yeah, I'll need to know that. No Starlight ended up in the shelter. Just about to tell you. I saw him wandering around when I was on patrol. He was too conspicuous, so I brought him back. Saw Starlight in the academy, but didn't bring him back because I didn't want to cause Minerva any trouble. Never thought he'd follow me. Maybe it remembered your scent or the scent of House Laurel. He's amazing. I was really surprised when I saw his name tag and found out it was Starlight. But what shocked me more was the mistress let him stay. Could it be because of the family connection? Nothing. Since Starlight likes you so much, you can spend some time with him, but don't let it interfere with your missions. Alright.
The glory of the 3.
By the North Wind, Starlight! Why did you bring back so much? Roxanne is definitely going to have a headache.
Bring back so much what?
Let's see what treasures you've brought back.
Oh, all this stuff. Starlight the Leo. Starlight has gathered all sorts of treasures from Aphis. You can trade with it if you bring items it is interested in. And Interesting. Tries to find the smell of the essence of Paragon. Starlight takes a look at it, loots around it, and chooses a glass of blessed oil of the 3 for Hilda. Wait, did I just give up one of my... Well, I don't see it, so I'm assuming I must have. Oh wait, it wouldn't be under quest. Under material. Yes, it did, because I had 2. Well, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Let's see what this does. Give 10 starlight ore, Just give him 10 of these first. Gave me charged bombs. Eh. Thunder Beast fur? Pint of star. Well, that wasn't worth it. I don't want to get rid of those. All starlight war axe. Sure. Silver ink. Okay. I can't do any more of that. But whatever. Got blessed oil 3. Gives me another talent point, I guess. Wasn't really worth it, to be honest. I'll just grab here, I guess. Okay, so just realized, what were the things? Was it these? Enchanted Flora? The actions cause great loss, blah blah blah. As a soldier, Bion naturally understands. Otto to Horndook. Just one more thing. I need to gather marine herb for the ceremony, and everything will be set. Okay, that's not what those things I have are. Don't have... Wait. Yeah, I do have some. Okay, I have 9. Alright, we can just go to the Overlook then. This way, I believe. Horned Owl Overlook. Was it this way?
You're here. All set.
I'm ready. Thank you.
Otto's waiting for you at the grave. I won't keep you. Go ahead.
I brought the incense.
Excellent. Bion and I brought some candles from the deserted temple.
Bion? Huh. I'm surprised he helped us so much.
Why is this surprising?
Me too. But at least we got all the things we need for the ceremony, right? Hafthor, Gunnarsson, Drake, Lalana, Sean, Emil. You always took such good care of me, as if we were blood brothers. Whether you were helping me cover up my mistakes, setting me straight, or leading me in battle. The north wind blows to the south, but without your brothers to guide you, I fear your souls won't find their way. Now, Otto and Hilda will guide you as your sole heirs.
By the winds.
The place where the smoke drifts to shall be your new resting place.
supposed to be doing anything? Assuming not.
That ocarina sounds wonderful. That ocarina.
Don't know if I'm supposed, because nothing's updated, so I don't know if the song will end and I'm supposed to wait until it ends. Oh, okay. I was supposed to wait. I was just about to teleport.
Thank you, Hilda. I'd already lost hope. And even though I know that this is more for me and my grief than for them, I'm committing myself to a life without regret. This, being here right now, is what I want to do.
You've grown stronger, Otto. I'm really happy for you.
I've always admired your broad outlook, Hilda. I'm just trying to catch up to you is all.
Stop that.
I'd like to stay here a while longer. You can go if you like. I know you're really busy. Just the fact that you took the time out of your day to be with me makes me really happy. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Hilda.
Was that Otto playing the ocarina just now? Even I'm feeling a bit emotional.
Thank you for letting us come here. The mistress won't be angry, will she?
She said it was fine as long as I keep an eye on Otto. Anyway, we don't really hold funerals anymore these days. When did they start to disappear? Those tedious, lengthy, noisy burials.
There must be some new way for you to remember the dead.
True. You let me witness a very touching and meaningful sight. I should thank you.
Sure.
You let me witness...
Thank you, Hilda.
Alright. So we got that done. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? I know I still have to go back to Styx. Oh yeah. Go to Physicoid camp. Where are... Oh. I was gonna say, where the hell are all of them?
Hilda, you're here. Be careful. The sleep magic wore off. We gotta think of something.
Oh, you're just in time. I had just finished my assessment and he suddenly became violent. The spell may have been faulty, but this situation is far more complicated than I'd imagined.
I'm so sorry. I'm leaving him in your hands.
I'm going to attempt to close the channel, but it will require a great deal of focus. Hold him down or knock him out if you must. I just need enough time to cast the spell.
Got it. I'll handle it.
I'm counting on you. Here, take my throwing knives.
Don't need your throwing knives.
Please be fine, old man.
It's Lord Arrhenius. This is sure to be an eye-opening experience. How exciting.
Sure.
If you're ready, hold him down.
Okay.
Exterminate all intruders.
Ow. I didn't realize he set up the bombs. Ow. There we go.
Is it done? Did the ritual work?
Kid.
Old man! He looks better.
Yes, he's fine now. Give it a while. He'll be awake soon.
Lord Arrhenius, that was incredible. Such a marvelous device, and what wonderful technique.
Oh, it was nothing, really. The ritual went more smoothly than anticipated, and now I can confirm that it works.
You've never done this before?
Of course not.
Before this, it was all theoretical. After all,
When would have he had
we
the
have
chance?
the opportunity to test it out? He's very
Right?
lucky. If he had crystallized, this ritual would not have worked, and there would be nothing I can do.
How can I repay you?
I promised the mistress that I'd return immediately. If you want to repay me, then you could use this tool for me. I'll pass the instructions for the ritual to these scholars. If you find anyone who can still be saved, bring them here to dispel the control.
You've got it. You saved the only person who's ever been there for me. I'll do anything to repay you.
Underworld Whispers. Oh, I thought they said it was an item. Oh, might be a trinket. Yep, it's a trinket. I forgot that I have all these now. I think these are all just stat ones though, so I don't care about those. But we got this. Deals damage to enemies when using dodge. That's kind of cool. The curse staying for 5 minutes only. Sorry. Hey, no problem. Thanks for stopping in. And I completely understand. When you gotta go mod, you gotta go mod. But still appreciate you popping in. How are you doing today? Automatically restores AP over time, but stats go down. Eh. And that's just stats. So I don't really care about that. I like the special ability trinkets. The deals damage when you do stuff is kind of interesting, but I don't need that at the moment.
Was that the right thing to do, Arrhenius? Don't forget the oath. Was that the right... Don't forget the
God
oath.
damn it. I didn't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him.
Lord Arrhenius is truly incredible. This ritual will advance my research by 300 years. Lord Arrhenius...
Okay.
I'm so relieved. Let's celebrate when he wakes up.
Good. Finger heal if asking. It's okay if you say it every time I come here. Okay. Like I said, it's one of those things. I know you said it was going to take a while to heal, but hopefully it heals quicker than you expect it. I'm doing all right. Just trying to do a bunch of the side stuff because I think the quest, the trendy night thing, is towards the end of the game. I think once that starts, pretty much I'm in the end game. So I'm just trying to do all the side stuff now.
What? I'm free?
Old man, you're finally awake.
I was always awake, but only my consciousness was awake. There was another consciousness that kept coming into my mind. It wanted to replace me. That voice sounded like a single person, but it also sounded like hundreds of people talking to me at once. It felt like I was almost going to become one with them. Almost.
It doesn't matter. Stop thinking about it. You're fine now. That's the most important thing.
I'm like
Yeah,
standing in his
you're right.
personal space and I can't
Thanks,
move.
kid. I heard you calling out to me all this time. You didn't give up on me.
Of course. It was nothing.
And you, Northwind Legion soldier. Thanks to you, too. You were a great help.
I'm glad you've recovered, but there's some things I need to ask you.
What do you want to know?
Let's talk about this first. This. Modding now. Good luck streaming. Alright, good luck with modding, and I hope you have a good day. We'll talk to you later.
Say, do you have any thoughts on the steels in the glittering deeps?
The ancient steels scattered around the deeps? Of course.
Sounds like you need our help. They may have no monetary value, but they're extremely rare historical artifacts. I took a glimpse at their inscriptions. They're rather interesting. Want to know the details?
Yes, tell me everything.
We'll need a more complete picture. Someone has to copy the inscriptions and bring them back here.
I already got all of them, dude.
Ooh, what a wonderful opportunity. Allow me to join in.
Do you want to know what they say as well?
No, it's not within the scope of my research, but I would like to record the inscriptions, purely in the interest of heritage preservation.
I couldn't agree more.
Got it. I'll bring back any rubbings I can find.
I already have
I
them all.
never thought I'd be able to read those inscriptions again. I can't wait.
Alright, here's the first inscription.
I think I know this. There's a, what's that word?
Tree. The Tree of Stars. Remember what I taught you? When this symbol is at the end, the meaning is different.
Right. I remember. But why is it always about trees? I mean, so many myths and legends are related to trees.
I mean, he's got a good point.
Symbolizes the prosperity of a civilization. Trees are as important as water. And this part, is it about stars? No, wait. It refers to stardust.
Yeah, makes sense.
All done. Take it. This part was actually relatively simple.
Okay, here's the second one.
Let me do it. I know how to translate this part.
No, you don't. Stop fooling around, and watch carefully.
Lawbreakers were buried beneath the Tree of Stars. Interesting. I bet the ground beneath the tree was filled real quick.
Shut it! This is the flair of the myth. Don't spoil it.
Myth? But many accounts of history go like that, especially those filled with tyranny.
You think I don't know that? I'm the one who taught you about history. Done. Take it, Hilda.
Okay, here's the third
this
one.
might mean consume or swallow.
Yes, you're right. I think it means the latter.
Strange. I think I remember seeing this myth somewhere.
It doesn't ring a bell for me. Which ruin are you talking about? Or was it an ancient tomb?
Neither. Never mind. I'm probably mistaken. More importantly, it's done.
And the fourth
These
one.
three names, how should they be translated? I should have heard of them before.
The court magistrate? That's the only one I know.
Are you talking about the three gods of stars from Aphis? They're the court magistrate, guardian saint, and battle maiden.
Gods? The text didn't give them any honorifics, though. But the translation does match with the three names that you said, so I think it should be correct. Here, take a look at it.
And the fifth one.
Me... something? What a weird name.
It's obviously the naming style used by people in the past. The thing that threw me off is the portion that's missing in the middle. I'm unable to infer the identities of these people. Hilda, is this everything that was on the steel?
It was the most damaged one. This was the best I could do.
Alright. What a shame. It's really piqued my curiosity.
Can you still translate the rest without the missing part?
Yes. At least I hope so. Take a look for yourself. Absolutely fascinating. I'm very lucky to have had the chance to read these myths, Hilda.
Thank you for your effort in helping to conserve these artifacts. I believe Tanrius would be happy if he knew.
I should be the one thanking you. So, thank you. All of you.
Don't mention it. I'd wanted to study these steels anyway. I thought I'd lost the opportunity, so I should be the one thanking you.
I was going to tell you to leave Aphis immediately, but from the looks of it, you're not going to listen. So how about this? You stop bothering the people of the Pit Village and interfering with the mine's operation, and I won't give the Legion any information about you. You've caused too much damage here. I can't just turn a blind eye.
Agree to her terms, old man. Harold's here too. If anything happens, they'll catch us sooner or later.
All right then. I agree.
Okay.
What do you want to ask?
Oh, this is just where I can buy stuff. Yeah, it doesn't have anything I give a shit about. Oh wait, I do need some of these, I think. Actually, nah, I'm good. Nothing, nothing. Nope. Exactly. Did you succeed 2 years ago? I really do care a lot about me, don't you? At least that's how it feels. Think whatever you want. I just want to know what happened in the end. Simple, actually. Although Baron Windir's castle was highly guarded and stealing his treasure was a difficult mission, my objective was never the gold weasel that you were guarding, so don't you worry. Let me guess, your real objective was the vault that the gold weasel opens, right? You know me so well. Come on, tell me, how long have you had your eye on me? But the vault collapsed, so you didn't get to complete your mission, did you? When I first entered the vault, I picked out few valuable artifacts. They may have looked unassuming, but they were worth a fortune. Do you still remember the statue that Otto broke? His eyes were made of corundum. Corundum is light but strong. It's made by a technology that was only possessed by the extinct Martroon civilization, but Otto was an idiot. He had no idea how valuable corundum is, so I picked it up instead. He's an honest person, not a thief like you. Well, I'm the notorious slightly after all. Sure. Okay, I don't need to read all that. Why are these still white? There's nothing else here.
The mine still holds many secrets.
What do you want to know?
Okay, nothing.
Don't forget the oath.
Okay, nothing.
What is it, child?
Oh. He actually did have stuff. Okay, do you know if there's any secrets to the Titan's power of control? Nereus appeared before me just like that. Regarding your question, I took the opportunity to talk to him about the voice, or what we call now the Titan's power. Initially, I thought the Titan was consciously controlling the creatures and giving them orders. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. My hypothesis is that the Titan's consciousness flows into their minds and seamlessly takes over their thoughts. In other words, they're not working under the Titan's orders per se, but rather they're becoming an extension of him. So you're saying that those creatures being controlled are actually part of the Titan? That's right. Alright, sure. Okay.
About what I said before.
All right. I'll put aside my prejudices and meet with her. After all, you've been good to your word, and I got to see Arrhenius because of you.
That's great. I'll inform Minerva right away. Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. We'll see first how the meeting concludes.
Okay, we got that one. What are you doing over here, dude? Nothing, apparently. Alright. What other ones? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what else? By the winds, getting gangsters to deal with me. I've never seen someone so unscrupulous and greedy. Don't know what that is. Life goes on. Okay. So I don't know about those. Argus Bazaar. Quintus, we did. Volcane. Friendship. Father's End. Kind Woman. Full strong songstress. We did that. Oh, we still got the loser thing. Let's see. Stella Mine. Did that one. I think we did that. Survivor was found. Originally, their team was going to assassinate Old Whitebrow in the mine, but the leader is now killing his own people. I know it said something about Avalon. Let's go here real quick. Because we talked to him in the mine. The one guy said he was going to leave. And then we found the thing saying that the eyeball hunter liked Avalon's eyes. So I'm assuming just have to look around a little bit more around here. Okay, I can't make that jump. Out of here. Can't remember. Do any of these open? You out of here. So maybe he's hiding. Anyone? Nope. Nothing. Nothing. Let's grab this item. Yeah, I don't know about the eyeball hunter thing. Unless I still had to talk to the guy down in the mine. But I'm pretty sure I'd already talked to him.
We figured out something that might be able to save some of the villagers. A group of freethinker physicoi in the Glittering Depths claim that they can save them. They can't wait to show off the results of their research, and would gladly help the Pit Village.
Really? Unbelievable! I mean that in a good way. I just didn't think you'd get such great results.
Of course I would.
All right,
I'm the
take this.
best.
This feels like it's surging with power.
It's the pure starite we had stashed away. We were saving it for when we reached our limit, but it's Minerva's now. We used to have a letter of authorization for the Pit Village, but this should be enough to show our goodwill. I, Abalone, and the people of Pit Village are at Minerva's command.
Large chunk of high purity starite ore.
What is it?
Cool. Okay, nothing. All right. Chased away the poor guy's birds. Leave me alone. Heard of the Argus Bazaar? Yep, I sure have.
Yeah.
No response. Alright. Well then. Don't think it's too far in. Let's go try to talk to that guy one more time. I don't think it's super far in. Yeah, because we definitely have not finished the eyeball hunter thing. So we haven't found him. Or her, them, what, whoever. Whoever the eyeball hunter is, we haven't found yet. Let's see, where... Whoa, one of these things are here? Okay. Oh, here's a chest I was missing. So clearly I had to come back in. Because, yeah, that was not here when I was first here. Oh, there's another one over there. How do I get over there, though? Um... Oh, literally it's just this wall. Jesus, I'm dumb. Okay, there was that. Drop down there. There's an item over here. Okay, he's over here, so that works out. This is where we wanted to go. Ow. Okay, that wasn't new. Okay. I was under here. Oh, here he is. Tell him you found some gruesome murders. Okay. We never came back and talked to him. Found these records. The Eye Hunter wasn't just going to kill old Whitebrow. Even Ephesians were on his list. Must be that strong woman at the pit village. When she discovered us, she threw rocks at us that were bigger than my head. Since then, the Eye Hunter's been obsessed with getting her eyes. It's like he stumbled upon some great treasure. Okay. Talk about the common feature of the okay. Found a lot of dead goblins in the mine. They're all dead of knife wounds and had their eyes gouged out. Oh no, are you alright? Must have been the Eye Hunter, no doubt about it. I still see it so vividly, how he gouges out the eyes. Calm down, he isn't here. I don't want to die, the Eye Hunter, don't let him near. Okay, talk about the whereabouts. Based on what you just said, I think I know what happened. It's clear that the Eye Hunter was being controlled by the voice, but I'm not sure why you weren't affected. His killer instinct was unleashed and he couldn't resist slaughtering everyone around him. It's pretty much what happened. I know he's not a normal person, but I've never seen him like that before. It was terrifying. How many more will he kill before he stops? I don't think he'll be stopping anytime soon. Old Whitebrow and the Ephesians at the pit village are still on his list. And there are so many people in the village. Please, you have to think of something. It's easy for you to say. He's hunting for his next target. He must be going for either Old Whitebrow or the Ephesians at the pit village. Although now that Old Whitebrow has been controlled by the voice as well, they might be allies. Must have gone to the pit village then. We have a temporary base nearby. The Eye Hunter might be there. I'll give it a try. Okay. Now I think I have to go to go up to that like little town that had the dogs and the people and had that one big open area. Assuming he'll be there, because I think that's the village they're talking about, because I don't know any other place that would be considered a village. Oh hell. Okay, can't break through that wall. Friggin' bombs. Oh, I have lightning now. Let's see, nothing. Curriculum tool set. Oh, I might be able to get better weapons or something. From what's her face now? Okay, it's definitely paying off. Son of a bitch. Paying off coming back here, I guess. Ow. Frick dares. That's what you get. Alright, let's figure out how to get out of here now. Bridge. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, I'm assuming this is like the little village they were talking about. Yep, eye hunter. Well, you give me those pretty green eyes. There we go. Or an item, strange map of the mine. Is this a map, not some secret code? I don't see how this is a map. I've never seen these golden symbols written on it before. Maybe Shay can decipher it. Maybe. Let's see. It's the quickest way to get to Shay. Or should I have ran back down, talked to that guy, let him know that the eyeball hunter is no longer a thing? Maybe?
What is it?
Alright, nothing there. I don't know if I would need to, though. With this game, I'm assuming probably I do. I don't think it'll take too long. Run down there real quick. Didn't take too long to get to him. And Shay is just a teleport away. gonna say, just a little bit of damage. Nope, guy's gone. Alright. Don't know where the guy ended up. Just gonna use one of these instead of trying to find a conduit. Plus I have those tools I want to give to the fox lady. I forget, Balkane. Not good with names. I don't remember this crap.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
About Smithy.
Volcane, I found this. Take a look.
You brought an orichalcum tool set back? I was just going to ask if you might help me find one. Sweetie, you are so kind! Let me see. It may be a little damaged, but it's nothing I can't fix. Most smiths have to spend enormous amounts of money if they want to own a set of tools like this. But as this is an emergency, I'll gladly accept it. Now that I have these tools, I'll be able to work on your weapon mods.
Okay. Wait, could you have not before? Volcane has obtained an orichalcum hammer. The list of trinkets she can make has expanded even farther. Alright.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Sweet girl.
Whoops, I forgot. I accidentally just skipped that because I thought it was going to be a bunch of nonsense. Your friend's such a nice person. He sometimes comes talk about weapon maintenance. He also told me about weapon development. He's a serious one, isn't he? Sure is. You made the right choice getting him in the shelter. Do my best to help him get to know this place. He'll love everybody here. Sure. A lion? Did you see that lion? Majestic, isn't he? Majestic, I'd say beautiful. The point is, I sometimes see the mistress talking to him. I have no idea what she says, but she always looks happy. I guess we need a pet like that to make everyone feel better. Sure. Let's see, upgrade weapons. Okay, so we still can't upgrade the past 10. 10 must just be the highest. Upgrade enhancements. Don't have... Well, if I had 3 thunder concentrates, I could go buy those.
Thank you.
Alright. Journal update Myron's fate. Not that. Wait, oops. He's gone completely insane. The cess must be very dangerous. Survivor was found. Originally, their team was, blah, blah, blah. He's gone mad. It even mentions a Fijian woman. Yeah, I don't know where that guy ended up. Butcher of the Saint. Oh, wait. Okay, those were side missions. Interesting. There we go. Myron's fate. I don't have high hopes for Myron's survival. The Warden's list of criminals, I'll check it out. Nereus is Myron. No, Myron is part of Arrhenius by the wind. It's also confusing. Would it really be better if Volcane couldn't find Myron? That we don't know. Okay, so we have all the stick stuff to do.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
Okay, so we need 3 of the thunder ones. One. Okay, I don't have enough to... Let's see. So I need what? 11K. Have anything else? Oh wait, I only need one. I only need a few hundred more. Let's go over here and just sell a bunch of these. Don't use them anyways.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Need 2 Thunder Beast furs. Alright, interesting.
Thank you.
Oh, whatever, we got that. Let's see. So I think off the top of my head, we're still missing 2 chests somewheres in the Black Streets. We're still missing 5 chests in Argus Bazaar. Well, I mean, there's still a question mark area. That still bothers me. Because that's probably where the other 5 chests will be. Maybe. Still one more in the mine. Still got... Oh yeah, we still got that little freaking thing over here because I don't know how to get in there. I gotta go check something real quick. And I mean, it's right there next to Styx anyways. And Styx is the next place to go. Because I don't know of any other areas. Or any other side quest stuff. Can't think of any anyways. Like I said, I hear it, but I don't know how to get down below. How much money do I got? I got 434. That's not very much. Nope, I jumped. Ooh, weirdly. I highly doubt this is the way to do it, but... Yep. Damn it. Oh shit, I should have talked to the... Should have went down the hill and clicked on the other one first. Well, actually, this one's not any closer, I don't... Or farther away, I don't think. I mean, there's a good chance that inside sticks. Eventually, I'll pop out over there. Because it looks like I can jump from there down onto this path. Down there. Looks like I could jump there, but I can't jump up. So I'm going to assume that's how it's done. And we're just going to go into sticks and start doing the stuff inside sticks. Hopefully that's how it is. Otherwise, I have no freaking clue how to get over there. Alright. Where do I think I would need to go? Well, that's convenient. I looked all over yesterday trying to find this freaking statue. And now I just stumble onto it first thing. Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's open. Arrhenius really is incredibly clever. But I get the feeling we wouldn't hit it off.
Alright, let's look around in here. So many names, these people became colossi. Okay, armor in House Silverscale, or Amor in House Silverscale. Perhaps Roxanne will know more about the stories and traditions of House Silverscale. Probably. Oh. Almost there, the moment has finally come. Haha, who's there? What are you doing? By the gods, I was right, an outsider. Where are you from, mercenary? Just curious about what was in here. I didn't expect to see anyone. Damn, the Aphis been reduced to allowing outsiders to intrude as they please. Forget about her, hurry and complete the ritual. Yes, you're right. Won't you hurry and leave? You're interrupting our sacred ritual. Little mercenary has a lot to say. Get out of here. I'm warning you, if you break anything in my lab, I won't be responsible for my actions. Okay. Let's read this stuff. Or check, I mean. Check the room. Last Legion Smith work orders. It said the Domitius is carrying out a Colossus reconstruction ritual. The statue he's using was just sculpted and then preserved. It never underwent the most important thing, the Battle Maiden's blessing. Rhaenia says the statues have to be blessed. Do they know that? I have a bad feeling about this. I do too. Let's drink a potion. Praise the magistrate. The link has been established. The stunning light of life emitted from the phylactite. Behold, Cassirius, your future is here. The wondrous light. Finally, the moment I've been waiting for. Come and undertake the Colossus power ritual now. Hey, you have to stop this. There's a serious flaw. Ignore the outsider. Already knocked at the doors of the gods. Nobody can stop us. Stop the statue can't take the phylactite energy. If you go ahead, your efforts will have been in vain. Okay. Guess we just killed the guy? Maybe I should let him go into it. See what happened. Is serious? No, you damned outsider. Hey, I was forced to intervene to protect you. You've destroyed my future. I waited centuries for this opportunity. By the gods. But Domitius's way would have killed you. He didn't know that the statue hadn't been through the Battle Maiden's blessing. If you'd completed the ritual just now, the statue would have exploded and your soul would have been annihilated. Do you know how much torment I've endured letting them cut my flesh and take out my soul? And now you've ruined everything. Alright. I'm just trying to help, dude. Note near the statue. There's nothing more attached than this batch. This is the final batch. Alright. That was it? There's nothing else down here? There's nothing for me to take? Alright, well, that's all done. Still gotta look for the kid that Otto saw. Still gotta go in that room that had the energy field that was blocked by the Black Warden. Which, I think that was upstairs. I don't think that was down here. Assuming I can't open that door. I don't think there was anything else down here. I don't know. We'll look real quick. It's down. I don't want to go down. Okay, nothing else there. Let's not go up yet. Let's make sure we actually check the areas. Talcum Pure Stone. Oh, that just took me over here.
This diary has a familiar ring to it.
Well, yeah, it's what's his name's Irons. We already saw that yesterday, I think. Can't believe he actually brought my spear back. Yes, yes, I did. Oh, I can't get you out, dude. You're just stuck in there. Okay, this is where the Black Warden was. That just takes me up. Alright. So we fully explored this bottom part. I don't see anywhere else I could go. Guess we'll go up the stairs. I don't think those stairs are where I want to go. I want to go down one of those other path stairs ways. Because that's just like an elevator. It takes me up to the one area, I believe. Stop it. Wait, no, this isn't. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, what the hell did he hit me? Can you even see him swing? I'm going there. It's the elevator room. Okay, I guess I could have just went in the elevator. Damn it. Okay, can't do that. Grab more attack, why not? Count points. Sure. Let's grab this for the APR. Yeah, we don't want that one. Oh, hell. Well, it got me just as I got it. I'm fine with it. I didn't finish it off. Never mind. I lied. Yeah, that's where we killed the dog. Oh, I never saw that. The slime up there. Okay, so let's put this. Thought maybe this would open. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I guess there was no real reason anyways. Don't know where the barrier was. I don't know where the Black Warden's barrier was. I think this is just back at the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think it was here. Oh wait, this is the beginning. Son of a bitch. Getting super lost in this place. It's the issue I was having yesterday. With it being just these big circles. Okay. I think we gotta go up or down a floor. I wanna say up a floor? So we're already all the way down. Yeah, we definitely want to go up a floor. Oh, I saw something coming through the wall. Stop that. Make too much noise. Hey, fire concentrate and orichalcum. Okay. This is where the Black Warden jumped through the ground. It's just in Nereus's room. Make sure I can't break any of these. Let's interact with that just in case I die on something. You jerk. Didn't even see you. Okay, this one wasn't it. Fortunate for him, he has to stand there to power up his weapon. That just took me down, so that's not it. Is it down here? Is this blocked off? No, I've heard this conversation before. Yeah, that definitely wasn't it. Son of a bitch. I have no idea where that barrier room is. Oh hell. Oh, here it is. Using barrier breaking powder. Won't allow you to ruin the next. Ow. Ow. Jesus. Sorry, but no. Okay. Spare Nexus plan notes. Research plants.
This is an experiment to test an artificial nexus. It could even be used to remove Asterigos.
There are way too many notes in this room. Okay, so that was that side. Check this side. Something strangely attractive about the starlight. I'll take it to Minerva and ask her about it. Strange black starlight. Interesting.
These are fine-looking clothes.
Boy's clothes with
Looks
an
like they
oak
belong
leaf.
to an Airstoy child. If it is an Airstoy, I'll have to ask Roxanne.
Yeah, and that's probably the boy's clothes that Otto wanted me to check.
I've never seen Starlight that size before.
It's pretty huge.
I've never seen Starlight that size before. I've never seen Starlight that size
Okay, I got
before.
it. You haven't seen Starlight that size before. Y'all understand. Let's get you out of here. Let's see, so I've been down there. Been across that bridge. Been across the... Wait, have I been across that one? Okay. Now we were up on the top one. Yeah, I think we've been everywhere's there. Alright. I want to say... Maybe we're done in stick? Well, we didn't... I don't think there was anywhere in sticks to pop out that other... that, like, cave in that area. I don't know. It annoys me, because I hear the little guy there. I know it's there, but I don't know how to get there. Hey. Don't know who all the stuff goes to.
I look forward
No,
to
Otto
your
will be
next
one of
visit,
them.
friend.
Probably him.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Yeah, we don't have the stuff for those. Or this. So we need black iron ingots. We don't have any of those. Gold ingots. Make this. Oh, wait. Make some of this stuff. Starite ore chunks. I can't see. Auriculum ore. We need 6 auriculum ores. Okay, so we need a bunch of ore.
Thank you. Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
I think I can buy a bunch of the ore. Yep. Buy all 3 of those. Oops. Just buy however much we can afford.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Okay. Let's go talk to... What's his face in here? Do you have anything to say? You do not.
What can I do for you, child?
Let's go about the flowers Vulcane received. I heard you gave flowers to Vulcane. Not me, Myron. At least they meant something to him and Vulcane. Wait, did you just say Myron? A bunch of flowers. These 3 flowers represent 3 sacrifices. He used them to apologize to those important to him. Hey, you didn't answer my question. What can I say? He's passed away. It's the living that matter. We both agree that Vulcane's life takes priority, do we not? True, but now I must hide the truth from her. Yes, which makes you and I co-conspirators. How dare you? We're doing what we have to, but I really hate how you phrase it. By the way, these 3 flowers are used in rituals when people want to atone for their sins. The ancient Ephesians made animal sacrifices, but as our society progressed, we replaced the barbaric practice with the offering of flowers. To me, these flowers represent human sin and temperance. They're an atonement for the greater good. Don't know why Myron wanted to apologize to his wife, but the flowers mean a lot more than he believed. To him and Volcane, the intention behind the act means more than the flowers themselves. That's what Volcane really cares about. You're right. Alright. Process experiment. I saw that place, like you said, someone was running experiments. Is he still doing it? The results can't have been good. How do you know? Regardless of the result, the mere attempt to recreate the ceremony is a tragedy in itself. You better stay out of it. If you ever get involved, you'll have to carry the tragedy on your shoulders. You know things too well. And you aren't comfortable about it, I know. The truth has always been there. I'm just helping you lift the curtain. Apart from that, I didn't do anything. Remember, you're the one who took the key. You know that's not what I care about. I understand. You're very kind. Should calm you down. Perhaps we can change the topic. Sure. That woman, my soul is concerned about her. By the winds, you really have been peeking at her. The three bless us. No, it's not what you think. She's a strong woman, but I'm responsible for what happened to Myron. My soul tells me I should feel guilty. So that's why you... Alright, what do you want to do? I'm still thinking I must stay away from her, but I'll find a way. Best way for you to help is making sure she stays out of any trouble. That's why I'm only watching her from afar. That's the problem, isn't it? I guess. Black lion, how beautiful. Don't let it near me. Those sharp teeth. Why isn't it tethered? Perhaps because he's more beautiful and pure than all the people here. Don't you think so? Okay, he's arguing with himself, I think. Alright.
May the three bless you.
Talk to him. Still missing stuff for you. I don't know where.
You came with? He's cute. I'd love to meet him. Hey, what are you thinking? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you jealous. If he's your... He's just a friend. And I'm not jealous.
Oh, she's talking about Otto.
So, you don't mind if I go and get to know him a little better? Well, that's for him to decide. You're clearly flustered. Don't worry. I just want a normal person to talk to. There's nothing more to it than that.
Fair enough.
What do you think?
New priest. How dare he show up here? Sounds like you have a strong opinion of him. Yep, bunch of stuff. Otto. You're getting along with Otto. Of course, we're both music lovers. Kids like him are just so adorable. He's always getting shy. Sounds like you're having a good time. If I was still 20, I'd stay with him all day long. How time flies. Wait, aren't you still? Oh, never mind. That's why you must never let opportunity pass you by. Time waits for no one. Don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Seen House Laurel's lying. I found in failing. You're amazing. Okay, yeah. A line. Yeah, I'm still missing 3. Talk to Otto. Talk to Roxanne. Talk to Bion. Talk to Minerva.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
As a matter of fact, there is. I almost forgot.
Okay, never mind. You still need
Could you
stuff.
give the sheet music to Marissa for me?
Oh.
What?
She heard me playing and said she was interested in my compositions. So she's been asking me to write them down so we can play them together.
I see. That sounds nice. But why don't you give them to her yourself?
I really don't know how to deal with her, so I think it may be better if you do it.
Right.
Alright.
What do you want to know?
Let's see. Talk about people in shelter. Not gonna actually... Just gonna click them all off just in case they lead to something. Tell them about the lab with child.
Otto, I found that lab in Styx. I did all I could, but the child had already been fused into Starite. It was awful.
Hilda. Damn it. What was I thinking? Can't believe I sent you there to witness that hell.
It's alright. Better to have someone to share this with. But I understand. It's difficult to keep calm in that place.
Styx is the darkest, most foul side of humanity. I never want to set foot in there again. You shouldn't either. Some things can't be unseen.
I mean, I've
How
already
about we just
explored
sit
it
here
to its
together a while?
fullest. Enjoy time together. Alright, sure, we did. Great.
See you later.
Alright. Done talking to him. Let's talk to Roxanne, I guess. Oh wait, we gotta give that sheet music to Marissa.
What type of music do you like? Otto wanted to give you this sheet music.
Oh, how wonderful! Thank you so much. But what are these symbols? I've never seen notation like this before.
What?
And are these round shapes the notes? Can you explain?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know anything about music.
I see. I'll ask Otto then. But I'll start with my own interpretation of the arrangement.
Fair enough. Okay. So now there's only 2 more. God damn it. Version of nostalgia is different from the one I'm used to, but it was very beautiful indeed.
Come to chat when you have time.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay, what about you?
I hear Petrius is no longer in Styx. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes, and he's not an Aphis either.
So, once again, responsibility for Aphis rests on our shoulders.
You seem disappointed.
He was the most capable person in Aphis. It's a pity he chose to take the wrong path.
Sure. Sure.
What can
Makes
I
sense.
do for you?
Oh, okay. Let's go about Petrius.
Lady Roxanne, could you please take a look at this clothing? I'd like to find out who it belongs to.
You do like giving me difficult tasks, don't you?
Yep, sound like you.
Let me see. From the tag and stitching, it looks handmade. And the embroidery... it's a bit worn, but the pattern appears to be oak leaves. It must belong to Secundus from House Oak.
Secundus?
Their youngest son. He was only 13 when cursed. Weak and sickly, he would have passed away at any time, but the curse cured him instead. From then on, he devoted himself to academia. Despite his mother's opposition, he left home to continue his pursuit of knowledge with the Physicoy. That's all I know. If you could please pass the news to his family.
Jesus, I don't even know
Where
who's
can I find them?
Okay, good.
His father should be staying at Laurel Mansion.
Okay, Laurel
he loves
Mansion.
theater, so you will find him wherever there's a performance to watch.
Okay, Laurel Mansion, that's better. Yeah.
Lady Roxanne, I'm headed to Laurel Mansion.
Finally, it's time to face those Aristoi. I knew this day would come.
Any advice about how I should act?
Don't tell them that I taught you. And just be yourself.
I can do that.
And if you have time, could you check the study for me?
What about it?
I just want to know if the guests are behaving themselves. Not everyone knows how to conduct themselves. If anyone dares mess up the study, They will have me to answer to.
Wow, that's a terrifying thought for anyone.
Indeed.
Okay, let's ask about that.
I checked the study. It looked clean and tidy. Someone's been maintaining it.
Oh? Did they touch the bookshelves?
Maybe? I don't really know where they used to be. What?
The bookshelf in the corner on the very right. Had it been moved?
The books on it all looked tidy and untouched.
I see. That's good to know.
Is there something that shouldn't be touched?
Just some personal belongings that I didn't get to bring with me. But you don't need to look for them. I don't need them anymore.
You put your personal belongings in your master's study?
It's not what you think. I left the steward training manuals and rules there. They've been passed down for generations. Also, the master agreed to keep them there.
How are they personal, then?
Right?
To me, they are important assets of House Grass.
She is such a
Until the
fucking
next
weirdo.
suitable steward
Don't like
candidate
her.
appears, I don't think it's wrong to call them personal belongings.
Aren't you the steward of House Laurel, though?
Yes, but not really. I was only filling in for someone temporarily. I just ended up doing it until now.
Who is that someone?
My brother, Lycus. But he left home when I was young, and we never heard from him again.
Have you tried looking for him?
No, and there's no need to. Let's not talk about him anymore.
Alright. Clearly, I never clicked on all these things. Oh, did that one, and that. Okay. I think we have officially gone through all of hers at the moment. Oh, Jesus, that was just that. Oh, nope, that's all done. Okay, ask about
Lady
her family.
Roxanne, you mentioned your younger brother earlier.
Have you forgotten
Like
what
2
I taught
seconds
you?
ago.
If the other party...
I'm just expressing my concern. You looked sad when you talked about him. Please let me know if there's anything I can help with.
Very well. Quintus once came to me. He said he had heard someone claim to be of House Grass.
When was that?
Not long after you saved his life. But I didn't care then, and I certainly didn't want to feel as if I owed Quintus anything. If you really want to help...
I do.
Then go to Quintus and see if you can find anything out. But I must reiterate, he isn't worth your time. You have more important missions.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Mind your manners.
Okay. Let's go talk to Quintus. Jesus, I clearly didn't do a very thorough job
How can this humble
earlier.
servant be of service, friend?
Okay, Roxanne's
Hey,
brother.
I heard you have information about Roxanne's brother. Is that true?
Brother? What brother?
Lycus. Roxanne said you know where he is. Don't tell me you were lying.
Oh, calm yourself, friend. I have too much information to keep track of. I can't recall things from so long ago. It's been too long. Sorry, but I can't sell it to you. I have a reputation to maintain.
Never knew you had such a thing. Well, let's just chat then. I only have a few questions.
Oh, that I can do. Please, ask away.
Did you go to Roxanne and offer it to her? Why? There's no way she would have approached you.
Let me explain. Sometimes it's necessary to sacrifice profit to make a good impression.
mean,
When
I
I met
guess.
Lycus, he was in the sewer below Argus Plaza asking about Roxanne.
Sewer below
Are
Argus
you saying
Plaza.
he's the one that wanted to contact Roxanne?
But I had to deal with you first. So instead of selling the information to him, I first checked with Roxanne.
Really? Or was it because Lycus's offer wasn't high enough for you?
Oh, it's been so long, I can't remember what happened exactly. Anyway, since Roxanne didn't care, I thought no more about it. But she did care after all.
Oh, actually, it's me that cares.
How kind and warm-hearted you are. I feel honored to know you.
You met Lycus. What kind of person is he?
I'm not sure. All I can say is he's nothing at all like Roxanne. It felt like he had been through a lot. He was always angry, as if everyone else owed him.
Sounds like trouble to me.
Trouble? Never. He is no match for you. When it comes to someone like him, a little pain will have him singing like a canary.
The sewer below Argus Plaza. I better check it out.
Alright.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Sewer below Argus Plaza. Well, I guess we'll just go down here. Let's see, where would he be? Ow, still got me.
This letter's so old. A love letter? Anthea to Lycus. When is this from? There are several letters written by the same person. They seem to range from courtship to the proposal of marriage. Etheris's doctrine is written on it. Looks like a religion that convinces people to do good deeds to achieve salvation. Signed to Lycus. He wouldn't have, would he?
Who are you?
Uh-oh. Lycus a werewolf? Yep, he's wearing green.
Sorry, I mean no harm. Are you Lycus?
Aren't you scared by my appearance? Wait, are you an outsider?
I'm here in place of Lady Roxanne.
Roxanne. My good sister's finally thought of me, after I've turned into this.
When did you join the Etheris?
Not too long ago. Do you want to know why? Because of Roxanne. It's all because of her. She owes me too much. If she really feels guilty, ask her to come herself and talk about my compensation.
All right, I'll ask her.
That was fast.
She wants to know how you're doing. Now I know. I'll tell her exactly what you said.
You know nothing. What are you going to say? He's been sublimated and that's it?
Well, are you going to tell me more?
Just ask. I can't wait to see the guilt on her face. If you want to know something, just ask.
Okay.
Tell me about your family. Were they sublimated too?
Only me. My wife was killed by the war axe. I hid our kids somewhere else. They're safe. They didn't end up like me.
I'm so sorry.
I don't need your apologies. What I need is compensation from Roxanne.
Okay,
I hadn't
Jesus.
turned into this, I'd have been killed by the war axe.
What did the War Axe do to you?
What? I wanted to ask what you so-called adherents did to the war axe. You killed Barad for no reason, and I became the scapegoat for being of House Grass.
Oh.
I fell out with Roxanne long before Asterigos. I had a wife and 2 kids. We lived safe and sound in the Black Streets for a long time, but...
Okay, was there a way for me not to kill Barad? Like, everybody keeps making it seem like I could have.
What do you want from Roxanne?
Everything. She took everything from me. How could she? She should come and see my pitiful existence for herself. I want status, resources, and stardust. I want everything.
And how did you fall out with Roxanne in the first place?
She's always thought she could control everything. She was just an agent. She long considered herself the head of House Grass. I could only be a shadow with her in charge.
Okay.
She's probably still enjoying her life and bossing everyone around, right?
She isn't enjoying her life as much as you think.
Yet you don't refute the second part. If you want to know something, just...
Things between you two seem complicated.
It's none of your business. You just need to ask her to come and see me. I'll wait for her at the Fountain Square behind the Guardian Temple in Argus Bazaar. Now leave. I'll wait for her at the Fountain Square behind the Guardian Temple in Argus Bazaar. Now leave.
Argus Bazaar, Guardian Temple, Fountain Square. Let's just use a scroll.
What do you need?
Jeez, what freaking thing would it be under? Ah, there we go.
Like who said that? He has a wife and children?
Had a wife.
He said he would never get married. This changes everything.
He's been very aggressive. Are you sure you want to go? I can go for you.
You don't understand. He has children.
Is that important?
I must see him in person.
I may not understand, but I feel I should be there with you. It's too dangerous.
I didn't say you couldn't come. I don't trust him either.
Then why...
Anyway, child, please scout ahead. I'll be there shortly.
Sure, no problem.
Fair enough.
I must get ready. If only I had Father's letter.
Letter?
Oh, I already have it. It's a reminder of the danger. Hand over the will.
Are you looking for this?
The will? It's been opened. How could you?
Sorry, I didn't mean to look at it.
I don't have time for this now. Give me the letter. Yes, that will do.
By the winds, I've never seen Roxanne so agitated. Even I'm nervous.
Okay, fair enough.
We are meeting at the Fountain Square behind the Guardian Temple in Argus Bazaar. Thank you.
Okay. Let's head to Argus Bazaar then. Argus Bazaar. Said Fountain Square well, we'll go to Guardian Shrine. Well, that might be where the question mark area is. Fountain Square. Behind the Guardian Shrine. Let's see, Fountain Square. Not over here, right? Nope, this is Outer Streets. Fountain Square.
You again? I asked for Roxanne to come, but she didn't have the guts, which I already knew.
You?
Whatever. You're gonna die in her place for being stupid enough to serve her. You deserve it!
Enough lives.
I thought you didn't have the guts.
No one has heard from you since you left home. And now you seek me out? What did you think? That I'd be moved to tears? I am not here for you. I am here for the future of House Grass.
Future? There is no future!
You have children. You are the legitimate heir of our family, and therefore so are your offspring.
What do you mean?
Roxanne, now may not be the time. I
No,
think you
this
have
is
more
the
important things to discuss with
exact
Lycus.
time.
No, I do not. The only thing I care about is Lycus's children. That is what I am here for.
You've come to kill me and my children to consolidate your power?
No. I have come to hand it over. You did not transform your children into beasts. You must have wanted them to live a better life, to be better educated. Did you not? I know you misunderstand me, hate me even. I am not asking you to forgive me, but your children. They are the future of House Grass. They should join the adherents.
You despicable woman!
Hey. What she means is that the adherents can provide you and your family with supplies and security.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone more dedicated to her family than Roxanne. Please, Lycus, calm down.
If the old man hadn't chosen you as steward, you'd be in no position to stand here and lecture me today. Must make you so happy to take everything from me and talk down to me.
This guy's stubborn.
You are wrong. Look at this will. If you had not run away, the position would have been yours. Father and I were hard on you because we are family. Do you really not understand?
Liar! You thought I was worthless. You always belittled me. You always...
Self-worth is the very essence of what it means to be an Aristoi. We shoulder our responsibilities and act as role models. If you were so unwilling to accept this, you should have proven your worth instead of running away.
No. So... like that!
He's out of control! Damn!
If you do not wake up, you will drag your children down with you!
Oh, he's still alive.
Why? Why didn't you kill me?
You held back. If you really tried to kill Roxanne, I would have...
Damn it!
If you're finished with your temper tantrum, it's still not too late. Bring your things. I'll get you and your children settled. Lycus, I don't care what you have become or what you have been through. As long as you are willing to hold your head high like a true Aristoi and try again, you are still a member of House Grass.
No! It's too late!
What a dumbass.
Child, I am sorry that you had to witness this farce.
Lady Roxanne, my father, he put my brother and I through the same rigorous training. I didn't understand him at first, but now I see. The anger became a desire to win his approval. I didn't care about the Northwind Legion's medals or trophies. All I want is for my father to be proud of me. Maybe Lycus felt the same way. He just wanted the approval of his father and sister.
Maybe we all need to reflect on our actions. You go first. I'll stay for a while to get his children settled.
You don't even know where his children are.
They're probably nearby.
How do you know?
Oh.
While you were scouting for me, I made some inquiries of my own. Leave it to me. This is my responsibility. They're probably
How do you know?
While you leave it.
Okay, let's see. They're probably nearby. He ran off in this direction. I don't know if I can even find the children, but just take a quick look around. It's almost time to call it night anyway, so I don't want to start something new at the moment anyways. Somehow I missed this chest. Okay. Slab. Alright. Wasn't here. Don't like how this
Why
is
didn't
here.
he turn into stardust?
Makes me curious. There's something that's supposed to be done with this at some point. Or if there's something I could have already done with it. Alright, I have no idea. Let's just teleport back to the shelter, see if she's there. Because maybe I'm not supposed to be the one that finds the kids anyways. Oh, she is gone. Alright, there's a conduit over here, so I don't have to waste scroll. she is over here.
Lady Roxanne, how are Lycus's children?
They are well, but I need to start training them from scratch. Fortunately, they are still children, even after 1,000 years. I must make sure I do it properly this time.
I trust you will.
Oh, I do have one more thing to tell you. I found a spatial positioner in the children's home. It was one of the devices produced by Laurel Craft. Lycus stole it. The other samples were confiscated by Lord Marble long ago. I never imagined I would find myself feeling grateful for Lycus's actions.
What does it do?
From now on, whenever you make contact with any conduit, you can use Memento to transmit your thoughts. I can then use this device to send the supplies in your storage directly to you.
Great! I won't need to worry about running out of supplies anymore.
Lastly,
I
I would like to
didn't
thank
anyways.
you again. You deserve this.
Okay, conduit storage. Roxanne has successfully altered the conduits. You can now freely collect supplies stored. Alright. I mean, I didn't really care, to be honest. Like, you rest at the thing and they reload your supply anyways. I think. Oh, we still gotta check on loser guy over here. What one would hers be under? Pursuit of recognition, cause misunderstanding, blah, blah, blah. Once everything's over, I want to have a good talk with my own father. Oh, okay. We're done with that. Let's check on that loser guy before I call it a night. Alright. Where was he? I think Argus Bazaar, right? He was here, I think. Because I don't even know what he asked me to get him. Or if he did. So maybe he didn't. No response. Okay. Guess we can talk to Bion, make sure he doesn't have anything. And then we have a bunch of stuff we gotta talk to Minerva about, but we'll save that for next time. Because that'll branch into a bunch of stuff, probably. So we'll just check with Bion real quick.
What do you want to know?
I don't know if we fully talked to him about all these places. Oh. But I can't stand that place. Been taken over by the forests and swamps, really difficult to walk and full of natural traps. Been forced to go there a few times. All I can say is only the hunters with the keenest senses can survive. Every time I go there, I feel like my skills and strength have deteriorated. I guess Archon Serene had no other choices when she headed there. Also, make sure you remember your direction. It's easy to get lost. think I understand why you don't like that place. Yeah, come back to me if you have more questions. Okay, dangers of the swamps. Ask who lives there. Nothing. Okay. Aphis, nothing. Nothing.
Ha!
One,
Feel
two,
like
three,
sparring?
four. Nope. We've already done all that.
The glory of the three.
Alright. All that's left is talk to Minerva about everything. But we'll save that for next time. Think we'll call it here for the night. Let's click on the thing, make sure it's saved over here. Actually, let's...
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Okay. Apart from the statue and flowers, I also noticed a green stone on your workbench. Green symbolizes forgiveness and relief. Did you know it used to be an unpopular color in Aphis? The Aristoi never used green in their clothing, so it became a color of the citizens. When the Aristoi caused the disaster, they received help from many citizens. To express their gratitude, they started using green as a gesture of kindness. That's how it became the color of reconciliation and forgiveness. I see, so does the green stone mean you finally let go of the past? Of course, let's live in the present. Come to me whenever you need a smith. Okay. What do you think of Priest Irenaeus? Mysterious man. True, his words and his behavior always leave me puzzled. Recently I felt someone watching me from the prayer room. Wow, that sounds creepy. Creepy? Not really, actually made me feel a little nostalgic. Oops, that doesn't mean I enjoy being peeked at. I just remember that Myron used to do that whenever he did something wrong. He'd hide away and peek at me until my mood got better, then he'd come out with some flowers. By the gods, did I say too much? No, not at all, it's a funny story. Thanks for your kindness. Okay. Can I craft any of the trinkets? Okay, can't craft any of those. Upgrade the hammer.
Thank you.
No problem. What are you doing, Creeper?
What can I do for you, child? May the three bless you.
Yeah, alright. Let's click here. We'll save and call it a night. So, thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. Hope everyone has a good night, or day, whichever it may be. We'll talk to everybody in the next one. Later.